arriving in the medieval town of Evesham. Built around a loop of the River Avon, this quiet market town was, in 1265, the site of the famous battle. Our pair are charging into Twyford Antique Centre in search of delectable delights for the perfect price. Max's remaining £225 is burning a hole in his pocket.
Oh, I'm gutted. If this was a goose, I'd have taken... My granddad was called the Goose, so if this was a goose, I would...
Only one goose here, I think. No harm done.
I'm not sure my mum would have ever let me in an antique shop because I was such a nightmare as a child. I think she'd be worried that I'd go off and smash the place up or cause some havoc.
She's got a point, your mum. Keep an eye on him, Hetty.
I just can't believe the size of some of these tools. Like, look at that. Honestly, if you came any closer then, that was... Look, that's a screwdriver.
Screwdriver, wow.
I do find it fascinating, you know, just how much the world's evolved.
So what do you think about this, then?
Oh, she's pretty.
So this is a piece of arts and crafts furniture. Now, the arts and crafts movement was basically a sort of revolution against the Industrial Revolution, where people wanted to hand-make things. So this is a completely handmade piece.
Wow.
Circa 1900.
So this, for me, tells a story of rebellion. Even there's something rebellious in the L and the E being larger than the rest of the letters. I think it's beautiful. How much is it?
Yeah, £165.
That's steep. I think we'll let this one go.
I think we should, yeah.
All right.
OK. It's a nice thing, though.
It is a nice thing.
Now, over to Evesham. Max and Hetty, you've got a hard act to follow.
Do you play poker?
I can play poker, yeah.
Yeah? So these are poker dice.
First patented in 1881, where the top 6 playing cards from a deck are represented on each of the 5 dice.
I'm guessing it's still the same format. The highest hand wins. You must roll the dice. And
Yeah.
these are quite cool. They're very worn.
Yeah, and they're made of bakelite, which is an early form of plastic, so I'd say they probably date to around the 1930s or 40s.
Oh, OK, so
Yeah.
they've got a bit of history behind them. Got a bit of
though.
age there.
Yeah, should we think about those?
Let's put them in the maybe.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Groovy, baby.
Talk about sleeping with the enemy. Coronation Street there.
Anything else worth a gamble?
Literature's quite a big part of my life, so any sort of find literature based, I'm quite into. So, War Memoirs of David Lloyd George, Prime Minister during the First World War. I bet that some of the stories in this must be incredible. Prime Minister during the Treaty of Versailles, I believe.
Corey knows his stuff, our Max.
Max, this is quite nice.
I think you picked
Standing
that
out
up.
to me.
Yeah, well, it would do. It's orange against white.
Yeah, that's what I like about it, though.
Yeah, I like it. It's very pretty.
Yeah, and what era would you say this was from?
50s.
I think this is 1920s or 30s.
Wow.
It's very, very Art Deco in style.
Yeah.
The colour, the shape of it. So it's made by a good company called Shelley. Have you ever heard of
No,
Shelley?
I haven't.
So they are one of the really good Staffordshire pottery makers. So it's hand painted, which I love about it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's one off. Now let's have a look at the price. £20.
£20. I mean, that's good, isn't it? How much would my nan pay for something like this? Probably quite a bit.
Do you think it's your nan who's going to be buying it?
Absolutely. But I assume that my nan follows me around and makes judgment calls on all of my life. So
Right.
With that seal of approval, I think it's deal time with owner Andy.